Today, we're counting down 3 amazing waffle recipes you need to try. These waffles are anything but ordinary. Let's dive in. At number 3, fried chicken and waffles.
Crunchy, zesty fried chicken, airy buttermilk waffles topped with spicy maple syrup. It's gonna impress even your most seasoned brunch goers. My tip to the best fried chicken is buttermilk. It's acidic, but not too acidic, and it tenderizes the meat perfectly. And I like to add my own personal touch with some hot sauce and Worcestershire sauce. I'm using chicken thighs, boneless, skin on, and I love them because they're packed with flavor and super affordable. I'm gonna get these all tucked in here under the buttermilk. I'm gonna pop these into the fridge, and the more in advance you can make these, the better. That chicken's gonna get even more tender. And here's a batch I made earlier. Time to make that crunchy, zesty coating for these birds. It starts with just a little flour, and I love cornmeal for this because it's gonna add that nice texture. And Southern cooking is all about that smoky heat, starting with smoky paprika and cayenne. Dry mustard adds a nice tangy heat. Garlic, of course, and marjoram, which is gonna add a really light floral note. Look at this, it's so pretty. Now that's a lot of flavor in one bowl. This is gonna get really messy, so I like to push these dishes together. The buttermilk gets this coating to cling to the chicken, and the double dipping is gonna definitely get a crispy, crunchy bat. This is ready for the oil. Does this look appetizing or what? Now, I need to get these warm, but I gotta sneak a bite. Just cutting through that, did you hear that crunch? Look at that. Now that is some pretty good chicken, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna keep this freshly fried chicken toasty warm while I whip up a fresh batch of extra fluffy buttermilk waffles. It all starts out with a little flour, baking powder, sugar, and salt. Pretty simple, right? A real Southern ingredient, buttermilk. These are my egg yolks, and they're gonna go into here. And I've got my egg whites on the side that I'm gonna fluff up and put in here afterwards. Some vanilla. It's just so aromatic. And that butter is gonna make them super luxurious. And my tip to really fluffy waffles is to beat these egg whites till a stiff peak. This batter is so fluffy and light, it's gonna make the perfect waffle. Let's get this batter on the iron, and you definitely need to get yourself a waffle iron. They're so worth it. I'm just brushing the waffle iron with a little butter. It's gonna help the waffles from sticking. These are gonna cook up, get golden and crispy. The smell in here is making it hard for me not to drool on this food. It is so good. Look at these golden, fluffy waffles, screaming for this crispy chicken. And the crispy chicken smells of all of those delicious herbs and spices that we put in here. And look at this presentation. This is missing one last thing, some maple syrup. But not just any maple syrup, spicy maple syrup. This is what I call attention to detail. All right, enough's enough. I'm digging in. That waffle is sweet and savory, and that crunch factor, wow. All of that topped with spicy and sweet maple syrup. Now that's what I call a truly Southern brunch.
Next up, Belgian waffles with chocolate and packed with flavor.
A simple dough of flour, salt, yeast, and a pinch of cinnamon. I'm adding milk, vanilla, eggs. How and when the butter is added changes the final texture. Add it cold in the beginning for a flaky pastry, or like this for a dough that's chewy and rich. And check that out. It's more like a bread or a brioche dough than it is a batter. And when it rises, it looks like this. Soft and tender and risen. Notice how I didn't put any sugar? Check this out. The cool thing about pearl sugar is that it won't melt when I cook my waffle. Yummy, crunchy crystals. I gotta let these rise, and I can't wait to show you. Check out those sugar crystals. That's where the magic happens. My batter's risen, and the yeast has done its job. Cooking in the rim of the pan ensures I get a nice round shape, like a football. Let's hit the plate. Everyone knows Belgium makes the best waffles. This style, from Liège, is the best of the best. And now, a Belgian waffle meets Belgian chocolate.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really want, yeah. I'll tell you what I want, what I really want. What I want is a little bit more.
Whipped cream with just one more splash of vanilla, because why not?
Just a little bit more.
Madagascar is home to a native banana that can now be found all over the world.
A little bit more. A little bit more. Just a little bit
Coming in at number 1, Fire waffles, beautifully golden and loaded with irresistible toppings.
I haven't always been like a natural fan of sweet breakfast, so I don't typically eat a lot of waffles, but I love falafel. So I thought I'd make a falafel waffle or a falafel. So to make my falafel, I'm gonna start with some chickpeas that I'm gonna build up with all of these other aromatics. A little cumin, which has this earthy, peppery, but also kind of citrusy flavor. And then a little bit of actual lemon, because sometimes you can't beat the real deal. I'm gonna start getting these flavors a little bit more acquainted. A little bit of chickpea flour. This is ground from dried chickpeas. High fiber, high protein, crazy satisfying. These are waffles that stay with you. And this is where the batter comes to life. I'm looking for a consistency that's not paste-like, but it's not runny either. Little sweet, little savory, and super satisfying. A little bit of oil on here. Nice big scoop. And now we wait. So I mentioned playing with that sweet savory thing. So I'm gonna make these little sesame grape bombs. It's an extremely Mediterranean dish. Just gonna heat these up with a little sesame oil. I don't need to cook them through. Just warm them. By the time my full waffle is done, I'll have these luscious, just sesame-coated grape bombs. Now, as much as I love maple syrup, doesn't exactly go with my full waffle. So I'm going to make a honeyed tahini sauce just to give a nice little drizzle over everything. Tahini is that classic addition to hummus, but it's also a really common addition for sweets in the Mediterranean too. You can never have too much honey, really. We're talking falafels here. Golden brown, a little crispy, but it's gonna be really soft and delicious inside. Ooh, 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 ooh. So excited about this one. Really, really excited about this one. The sesame in the grapes plays off the sesame in the tahini. And just one more sesame touch. A few toasted sesame seeds. I'm so excited for this. I'm like almost speechless, which is kind of hard for someone like me. Need a bit of that tahini and honey and grape. Totally satisfying. I can't eat it fast enough. So good.
Which waffle would you try first? Celebrate Waffle Day the right way. And don't forget to check out even more delicious recipes on Gusto TV.